Hey guys, and welcome to this brand new video on my channel. In this episode, we're going to do a bit of a Slayer guide for Nodon Dragonkin. These monsters were brought in with the God Wars 3, and they're actually a pretty good task. They're very good mage XP, and they're actually pretty decent money once you do a full task. So I wanted to show you how I kill them, some little tips I've picked up from killing them, and just showing you basically where I lure them, and all things related to the task, which I found out just to help you guys with the task in the future, and any questions you might have. So one 20k perk coming through, and we're going to select the Nodon Dragonkin. Now, if you wanted to, or if you're inclined to, this actually counts towards a Kerapack task. If you wanted to kill Kerapack and you wanted an extra boost as well, you can use that as well. So in terms of a setup, we're going to be doing a full mage setup. We're going to be mainly using Barrage, because this is going to be something we're going to do in Legacy mode and using the Legacy mode of combat. Believe me, it's easier for this and another task I'll be showing very soon as well. In terms of the setup, we're going for full Crit Bloom with Cinders, Book of Wen, EOF, which will help us a bit with healing, and basically the runes for the Blood Barrage. If you had an Inquisitor staff, you could probably get away with Blood Burst, but for me, I'm just going to do Blood Barrage to make sure the healing was there. Animate Dead will help reduce some of the damage as well. These do hit you, so you will need to be healing. That's why we're using Blood Barrage, and Soul Split and other stats like that will help as well. So in terms of prayer, I would say Soul Split is a must because you do need to be getting some HP back. Overloads, Wet Poisons, definitely needed in the Invo, and in terms of an aura choice, it will either be Penance or Vampirism. I'm going to take some prayer pots and I'm going to use Vampirism just to make sure that I can show you everything for this guide as well. A Spring Cleaner is nice because you can alch some of the drops. Cedar Side as well, I would go through Cedar Side and look on the wiki for the drop table for Dragonkin. They do drop some seeds, and the seeds nowadays are a bit more expensive, so definitely worth looking into on what you want to crush and what you don't want to crush. So I've just made the changes to mine and unticked everything which I want to keep. But yeah, that's pretty much it. A Weng book will help, or any other damage boosting God book you have will help as well. In terms of getting there, the easiest way is either with your Senesin ring and run over, or if you have got a KC at Kerapack and you can teleport to Kerapack, that is a way to get to this spot even quicker. First of all though, I will just swap into the Legacy mode of combat, which I'll show you how to do now. So if you go into combat mode and you click Legacy Combat, you'll go into this function. That's when you know you're in Legacy as well. So if I retune this and we go to Kerapack. A massive benefit for this as well is having the ability to auto load your cannon from Artisan's Workshop. That will help you stop in running over to cannon as much, and will definitely reduce the amount of time you are having to pick drops up. And here the Nodon Dragonkin are, and where we're going to start luring is in this spot here. So we want to place the cannon here. And then if we get sort of partially set up for everything as well, because they will get aggro very soon. And where you're going to lure is up here. So you don't want to go past this square. Deactivate your auto, and they'll slowly work up their way around as well. And then here you just want to get this stat going, and this is where you're going to get most of your healing back. Turn your Book of Wen on, and then also activate your aura. So we're going to go for Vampirism and then just keep an eye on prayer. Now the part of getting everything set up in terms of the lore, that's going to be the pain part. So getting set up into this will cause a bit of grief, but you will get there eventually. Basically, you want them all to sort of stand on this tile, which they're not really doing yet, but you just need to sort of knock them down. Again, this one here is trapped. We just need to get them in line, but because your Legacy, you're hitting quite high anyway. I'm hitting 800s here with just a standard barrage, and then once you get free like you have here, and you're getting a lot of HP back really quick. And again, this is why I was sort of saying that Soul Split was essential, because there's a lot of healing you need to do. And in terms of your drops as well, they will all stack, and then occasionally you'll just have to go in area loot. The chances is that the lore will sort of mess up and go a little bit wrong, but just tie with it and just get it all sorted, and it will go back into lores. Right, pick all them up. Now these shot the pieces to the new cannons, and they are pretty decent in value. The siege engines especially are quite high, so you are looking to make a decent profit on this task. You will get troves every 6 minutes as well, so make sure that your ring is as high as possible. That's pretty much it. You don't have auto on, so make sure you're constantly attacking, else you will take damage. Don't let your prayer drop like I just did. If you do have the Blessed Flask, that would be brilliant here, because you'll just make sure you keep on having your prayer potions. Have some emergency food as well. You can experiment with your familiar. A Blood Reaver would do well here because you are doing poison damage as well. and that does stack. But once you get quite a few together, you will get your HP back very, very quick. The cannons do have a special attack like we've just seen there. You cannot out heal through it though. The cannoneers do have a special attack, which you can sort of just work your way through. Make sure you use Animate Dead. That will greatly reduce your damage. As you can see now, I have used Animate Dead and I'm not taking anywhere near as much damage. And we're quite comfortable with where we are sort of recovering HP wise. And the Dragonkins are dying pretty reasonably as well. And again, as long as you don't go past this square, they won't lose that sort of safe spot. If you go a square past this, they'll just sort of de-aggro and start walking around. And it can be a bit of a pain to get them lured back into place. So the important question, what are they like for drops? In terms of base drops, these are actually quite poor. The normal drops, the best thing you're going to be looking for is a couple of Ranarr seeds. So the best normal drop is sort of 30k. They do have a secondary sort of roll table though, which is where the profit's going to come from. So all the cannon upgrades are a 3 in 2560 or roughly like a 1 in 850. And you've got the Dwarven multi-cannon upgrade kit, which is 55 mil. The Kinetic Cyclone upgrade kit, which is 500k. And the Oldak Coil upgrade, which is 19.8 mil. They do also have a very random Dragonkin coin, which is 9 mil, which is a little bit of nice extra profit. And as well as that table, you've got Hydrix Bolt tips and Cannonballs as well. In terms of the other stuff, they drop Elite Clues pretty rarely. The rare drop table, again, is rare. And they do drop effigies at quite a rare point as well. So they are very good XP. The drops, again, it's only dependent on what you're going to get and what your luck is like for cannon-wise. The cannon upgrades are really what you're here for. But in terms of Slayer XP, they're 2.7k a kill. So for a task, you are looking upwards to about 300k XP, depending on how big the task is. Combat XP, you're looking at 5.7k a kill. So if you're here to train combat as well, like I am, I'm here training mage. Very decent task, and very quick task as well once you're in the rhythm. And if you were to get a couple of cannon kits, you'll make some money very, very quick. Now, you only need level 92 Slayer to do the leveled monster. The Slayer XP is massive. You got to sort of put them near around like Dark Beasts and Strike Worms, which compared are like half or less XP than what the Dragonkin are, and it's a pretty chill task once you got your head around it as well, and once you keep an eye on your prayer like I'm currently not doing. But again, this is how I kill the Dragonkin. It's a very decent task. I'll sort of come back at the end of the task if any drops, but like I'd say, you're mainly hoping for cannon pieces to bring the majority of your profits here. If you wanted to area loot all the drops, you can definitely do that. You will make a couple of mil due to that, but most profit will come from the cannon. If you were to upgrade this setup, I would definitely look at getting a Inquisitor staff. They do work against the Dragonkin, and it will give you some better accuracy on these as well. The Slitsgate staff, which I'm using, is not too bad, but you can definitely upgrade on that as well. Crit Bloom, along with Animate Dead, will make sure that you're taking a lot less hits, and it'll be a lot easier and a lot more chance to AFK the whole process. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have, please leave me a like, please subscribe to the channel. I'm coming with a couple more Slay guides, plenty more money making methods, and plenty more Road to Max very soon this month. We're going to make a big push for 1,000 subscribers, so if you can help with that, I really would appreciate it. So thank you again for all the likes and all the comments on the videos. You guys are the best. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you have, I'll see you guys very soon on the next video. See you then.